Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm back to work on the Love of Flowers. I don't know why I'm struggling with the name. Journal, and so I'll show you what I've done to the cover, because I mentioned that I was struggling with that, but it ended up drying fine, and so I am happy with it. I added some of the bits and pieces from the Love of Flowers kit, the Ephemera, and then I also added pieces of the faux cello tape, or whatever you want to call it, that I make using alcohol ink and just Scotch tape. That's literally all. I just take a paintbrush and paint the alcohol ink on, let it dry, and it's ready to go. And I use the Caramel Ranger alcohol ink. And then I added this pocket. I know I mentioned I was going to add that long pocket, but it covered this, and I love that image. So once again, when, you know, covering up your covering your cover, I guess think about that. It's always so tricky. And I had this beautiful rose right here, and then I remembered this flap had to be folded over, but it's fine. I added a couple of, you know, bits from the kit again. And then this tag is just one of the tags, and I added one of the butterflies, and I didn't glue its wings down entirely, so that goes in there. And behind this, you can tuck something. And this pocket was all done except for this frog. I added the frog from the kit as well. So that's where we're at with that. And then in here, I did glue this. Yeah, I think you guys saw that. Yeah. And I did glue this one down. Oh, and I don't think you guys saw this. I just did one of the journaling cards from the kit, and this is from some little decorative pieces I got at Hobby Lobby. And that goes in there. And then that opens. You were with me when we made that one. Oh, this is where I put the long, what was that? Oh yeah, that was an envelope, wasn't it? And we cut all the slots in it, yes. So, that's that. We did that one together. Yeah, so that's where we're at. So we're going to make a belly band today. And I saw my friend Nancy do this, and I've seen other people do it too. It's not my idea, wasn't her idea. It's just fun, and I've been wanting to do it forever, and I keep forgetting, so I'm doing it. It's those collage strips, but we're going to use it as a belly band. And I'll probably make two, not that I'll put them both in there necessarily, but you know, where you put the different papers on there, like those collage strips that Tim Holtz has. But you know, it's fun to make your own to go with your journal, I feel like. So that's what we're going to do. So I hope you're all having a good day. I am having a good day. It is actually a little muggy here, I'm going to say, which I know probably not to most people, but to me it is, because it rained, and that was kind of crazy, because it doesn't do that a whole lot this time of the year here, but it did, so it's kind of muggy today. But other than that, it's lovely. The sun is shining now, so that is a good thing. I want to say hugs and blessings to Betty Ann, Sue, and Gloria. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Your kind comments, always watching. I really appreciate it. And welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to those who watch me regularly or have watched me for a while. I appreciate all of you. So I cut I had a lot of these pieces of scrap paper left over, but I did cut them into 2.5-inch strips, which is what my blue paper is. Sorry, I didn't explain any of that. So I am just kind of cutting pieces off of these strips that will go on there. And kind of the idea is, and I know you guys have seen them, but for those strips is, oh, that one's a lot narrower. What did I do? And I like that bit because it has writing on it. Did I do that with other ones too? And those ones are a little bit wider. I guess my cutting skills are not so great. Well, this one makes me bummed because I like that. I could go like this instead, which is what I might do. All right, so sorry, I got off track there. But the idea is sort of to have different size strips, so they're not all the exact same size as far as length, right? This way, not the other way, because you want that variation. It just gives it interest. So like I can use those skinnier strip, I can use the wider strip, yeah, like that. And this one goes this way, or this way, not this way. Are you confused yet? You should be. When I am making anything, it can get very confusing, I'm sure. So yeah, I hope everybody's good. I am having a good day. Just had lots of stuff to do today, which happens quite frequently with me. I thought this would work. Well, I guess it will, because that blue will get covered up. That's just some paper my husband brought home from work. It's cardstock, and I don't use a whole lot of blue cardstock, so I was like, you know, this sort of thing where it gets all covered up is perfect. So that is what I'm doing. Wherever these hang over, I will just trim them. But I wanted them closer to size than not, so you didn't have to watch me fight with what size it was and all of that. Okay, so we'll start gluing some of those down and see where we get to. I don't know. So what I want to do is put kind of a focal something in the middle part. And I'll probably still cover it with the paper, but I think I might move my flowers to where they're maybe up a little higher or whatever, you know, kind of thing. So I think I'm just going to start gluing them. I am going to ink them. You don't need to ink them if you don't like that. You don't have to. I just have some white edges and I don't really want them white, so there you go. So yeah, this isn't super complicated. If you want to collage, but you feel like maybe it's complicated or you don't really feel you're good at it, I'm sure you're fine at it. But anyways, I hear that a lot. This kind of collage is a little bit easier just because your pieces, I mean, some are a little wider than others, but you're not trying to say, should it go here or there or up here? You know what I mean? So this type of collage can be a little bit easier, but still very relaxing. So, and just, you know, you don't have to overthink it. Just cut one, put it down, cut another one, put it down. You know, you don't have to like overanalyze. I know we all do it. I do it. It's a thing. But if you can, try to not overthink it. My biggest thing here, overthinking, is going to be getting them straight. Because I don't really want them to get wonky, because then it'll make the whole thing kind of wonky, so we don't want that. Okay, and then maybe a green would be good. I just keep wanting to mess with those. Oh, brother. Didn't get to go for my walk this morning because it was pouring rain, so I did my indoor YouTube walk. Those are pretty good workouts, really. I think I ended up going like 4,000 steps, so that's pretty good. I'm happy anyway. I'm not, you know, planning a marathon or anything like that, so I just don't want to be unhealthy. As I age, if I can stay healthier, that would be great. I kind of want a piece of this. But yes, I have no real stories or anything exciting going on here. Oh, I forgot to ink that. I don't want a lot, just a little on the edge. So yeah, this is obviously, as you all know, a Tim Holtz thing, and then everybody has kind of adapted it their own way. So it's fun. I do like it a lot. Maybe a little floral, another floral would be good. I want just this. Did I cut that crooked? Or is it just my eyeballs? It's probably my eyeballs. Don't know. That's the only problem when you make them yourself. The crookedness. Yeah, I do like these. And like I said, I keep seeing people do them. I've seen Gail do it, I think, and some other people. And then Nancy did that this morning, and I was like, I'm making some today, so I don't forget. Where did I put my scissors? So, what do you guys have going on? Anything fun? I don't even think we have anything planned for the weekend. We're kind of just wondering what our weather is going to do. Is this the one? Okay. Let's put the numbers the right way. Maybe. That one's a little wide too, but we'll fix it. I'm not kidding you. When I use those guillotine cutters, or guillotine, however you say it, I think I've got it straight. I have the lines lined up, and I don't know what happens, but I obviously do something weird. Surprise, surprise. Okay. What else do we want? Oh, we could use a piece of blue if there's, or the writing would be good. And this is, you could use book page, but that's just, oh, that one fits nice. I don't like the color though. I don't think that blue is going to work for me. It's scrapbook paper. This piece better, maybe. Yeah, that one's a little better. Like I said, I'll just trim it. Yes, feeling very dull and boring today. All right. I think these are fun. Yeah, I did get a little wonky somewhere along the way. Oh my goodness. Sticky paper. Now I'll have to clean my scissors when I'm done. Okay, there's that one. And then what I want to do is take, if I can find her, this lady. It's one of the, you know, portrait type from the kit, and put her sort of in the middle. But I want her on one of the lines just because I think it'll look better. There, maybe. Don't know. I'm gonna cut off just that little bit over there. Let's put her down and then I can figure out what else I want to put with it. I think she's better up a little bit higher. But those do make neat belly bands, I think. They're fun. Quite easy. You don't need to do a whole lot to it. You could also do this. Nancy used the pictures from my haunted, because she's doing her haunted house journal, which is awesome. You could use the photographs that are in this kit, or JoeyCardmaker's kit. He's got that cool portraits. Oh my gosh, I have both glues going. Digital, and those would work really well too to give you more of that, you know, the whole frame out of the photo. Do I just want a piece of lace maybe on there? I think I might. I need some words. That would be a good thing. I'll have to see what I got in the non-snarky department. I said I was going to do 2 at a time. I can't ever do that. Why is that? It is just not in my wheelhouse, I'm telling you. One thing at a time. Oh, come on. Just be straight. That's all I'm asking. Just be straight on there. Okay. One of these, maybe, if we can find one that fits. Right. All of these aren't very... This one, the air is full of sunlight. I like that. Those are the best days. Yeah, this is not long enough at all. I mean, you could still use it, but I would rather a longer one. There's this one. The most beautiful thing, of course, is too long. Well, we might not find one that works. I'm just looking at the size. Tell me where the unicorn isn't really fitting. I could use that one in the middle of one. That one's kind of fun. From sunrise till the shadows grew, and that one is the right size. So we'll put that one on because because they do look better when they're sort of that edge to edge look. These are fairly sticky, but I'm still going to put just a little glue. If they're a tiny bit long, you can, you know, trim them, trim just the edge off, but if they're not long enough, that doesn't work. Yeah, like that. Okay, one down. So that's another idea for those portrait ladies. I mean, you can put them anywhere, honestly. Top of tags like we did. You can also have them, if you print them on cardstock, you can have them as tucks, like put them at the bottom of a page or on a journaling card and just put glue across the bottom of them, and then you can tuck things in behind them. So that's another thing that you can do with them. I think I'll start at the bottom on this one. I don't know why. Where do I want to start? Sorry. I lied. This works better with this. That might work with this one. I think I'll do that. Oh, I keep forgetting to. I just don't want that white edge. I'm going to actually turn this around so I can see what I'm doing. It's hard to see the edge up there at the tippity top. And I'm just butting, you know, one edge of paper up to the other. And it is a little bit more tricky with the thin paper because you don't get quite the stopping point, but that's how I'm choosing to do that. Yeah, I just went through my scraps and figured out what papers I had that, you know, would go well with this kit. I want... There is... Oh, that might be fun to have one of these. But it's not quite wide enough. So I don't know if I want that there. I might want something more plain. This lady would be pretty too. But she could just go wherever. As far as on any of the papers. I'm gonna put this one down. see which one looks better. Yeah, I like it like that. If I can pick them up, then paper's hard to pick up. I chopped off my nails. That's usually the problem. I can't pick up anything when I do that. Somebody's crashing around out there. Don't know why. And the doves are making a racket. I know you can't hear them. It's because the windows are closed, but if you had the windows open, you could. And then one more piece of something. Something, something, something. Have any more? Oh, that? No. Oh, that's the one I cut wrong to begin with. Let's just use a piece of this one. Okay. So yeah, my best advice, cut all your strips the size that you want it. You can make this anything. It doesn't have to be 2.5. It can be whatever size you're working on. If you're going to use like a specific portrait and you want it not to have any edge, you want it to go side to side, then I would measure that first and make your strip that size, because you can make your other papers, these ones, whatever size you need. You know what I mean? So that's what I would say if you want your photos or things like that to fit right in, kind of the way Nancy did hers. And you should go watch her video. Even if you're not into the Halloween thing, it's a really good video that she did. So. And I thank you to everybody who's participating in the 50 Stack Challenge 5. I love seeing what you guys make. I really do try, and I know I'm not the best at keeping up, and that's mostly just a time issue. But I really do try to check out what people are doing. Mitzi just did a great video too today for the 50 Stack Challenge at 307 Junk Journals. And Linda's doing it. I think Carol's going to do it again. She's not, I don't think she's back from her trip yet, but when she gets back. And JoeyCardmaker, who has a YouTube channel, but he doesn't do like videos, but he does show his digitals on his YouTube video, but he does post things on Instagram. If you have Instagram or use Instagram or whatever the correct words are. She's so fabulous. I love that. I don't know what those are called on her head. It's like a headband, but they go all the way around. I guess they're headbands still. Fabulous. Let's get back here and see if there's any. golden gem sat atop her head. That one's too small, but I might use that one. I think the point of these is to make almost like a whole conversation kind of thing, but that one's good. She dreamed beautiful dreams. That one would work. I like that one. My knee just popped. Why do they do that? I've gotten to the point where I walk up our stairs and the whole way up, crunch, 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 crunch. My kids are like, oh my gosh, Mom. It's like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry. It's awful. I have no control over it though. Come over just a little bit more. You little stinker. Okay, let's trim again. Just keep trimming till it's all right. Okay, just like that. And you could, of course, add lace, add whatever things you want to these, but I just kind of like the simplicity of them. I think they're both fabulous. So I hope you guys give it a try if you haven't yet. Like I said, the best trick or the best advice is to figure out what maybe your focal point's going to be, if you're going to have one. If you're just going to do the strips of paper, then you don't have to worry about it. But if you want like a photograph or something like that, figure out that size, cut your main strip to that size, and then cut all your other pages in strips the size you need them, and then you can just cut off what you need like I did. I just think that might be the fastest way to move through it, and you can make a bunch of them. They would be fun to do in neutrals too. Just make up a bunch in neutral papers with no focal points, and then you would have them to use in any journal, and you could, you know, grab one, pop a few things on it, and put it in your journal and be done. So if you like to do the mass making type of thing. All right, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will chat again soon. Love ya. Bye.